session is designed for to know the problems of coordinators, challenges of coordinators, and because you know that the one thing is that responsibility, and the responsibility is one thing that if it is assigned to you, then certain more things come to your way. There's a quote of Abraham Lincoln, and that is very interesting quote. And the quote says, "You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today." So with this quote, we are moving forward. First, I'd like to share some challenges. So I want that you should come forward, and I'll take one by one. I'm looking here. Those who are visible to me, I'll ask one by one that what the challenge they have. Only one challenge. So for me, the first is Santa Basu. Santa Basu, are you there? No. Charu Mishra.
Yes, sir.
चारू मिश्रा हैं?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
बताइए. Any challenge that you have faced?
Sir, I think the challenge that we face, most of us will agree, is the over expectation of the parents from a teacher.
Over expectation of parents.
They expect teachers to take care of everything, everything, and they don't want to contribute much. They don't want to, उनको लगता है कि हमने बच्चे को स्कूल भेज दिया तो हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खत्म हो गई है. लॉट ऑफ पेरेंट्स हैव दिस एटीट्यूड कि मैम हमने तो भेज दिया, अब आप देख लीजिए whether child is not getting enough attention at home, whether the child is, even if we are expecting the parents' involvement, if we are in touch with them, they are not ready to give the kind of attention a child needs if the child is not up to the mark. So this is one challenge which I think most of us will agree to that we face.
Any other who want to support this and continue this? They want to add their own view in this. Anyone?
Definitely,
Sir, I'm Ruchi Malik. I also.
Okay, okay, ma'am. I'm sorry. Please, Ruchi, ma'am, please continue.
I also feel the same, sir. The parents come and say, okay, the child is with you from last 2 years, but
Yes,
still
right.
the mathematics score in class 10th is just this much. Like they expect the teacher is there responsible for the marks of the students also, which is not possible. Like we cannot be like, be 100%, we can improve it.
We can just guide them.
Okay. Thank you. Ritu Sagar?
Yes, sir. Even I go
Okay,
for ma'am.
child is with you from last 5.
Absolutely.
So even my yes is with ma'am's statement, because convincing parents that their children needs an extra support or their extra attention, although parents are busy, they also have their
Absolutely.
work profiles. It is very, very, challenging to make them understand, yes, your child is facing this difficulty in this particular content or in writing or any academic area. It is very difficult for the parents to accept it. मैम घर में तो करता है, मैम सारे ठीक कर दिए इसने, मैम ये तो सब कुछ किया, पढ़ लेता है मैम. Then it is very difficult to bring them and make them understand the learning gaps of their own children at times, not always. But at times we really feel to handle challenge. It is really difficult to handle parents with rigid mindsets.
Very good. Thank you. Any other? Only with this, connected with this, nothing like new. Then we'll come to next.
So here I'll just also add something like ma'am is saying they are dependent, but then we all talk about different pedagogies where we ask about collaborative learning, project based learning, inquiry based learning, research based learning. But then these strategies, these pedagogies, probably parents fail to understand and they rely on those conventional methods sometimes. They feel they don't know what the child is doing, and probably the blame is onto the teacher or onto the system that the child is not able to cope with the changing scenario.
Any other? So this is very rightly said. The one word that is used by one of the teacher is mindset. So it is nowadays, it is very essential that their mindset should be changed to growth mindset. There's a lot of blockade in their mind, and what is there? They over expect about their children. It is just a chance that the time has come when teachers are doing wonderful job. I mean, I think of my time. Just think of your time. What the teacher used to do at that time. And now what is the role of the teacher? I have seen many parents saying that sir, बच्चा घर आ जाता है वो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. So the first and foremost problem is the safety of the child. Child is coming to school, going safely back. So this will take later. I'm coming to your point. The next thing, I'd like to point out one more thing that is very interesting. That see the parent-teacher meeting of the children of belonging to class 1, 2, 3. If you see from class nursery, both parents are coming, mummy, papa, both are coming. And it is a festive environment. They are enjoying. But slowly and slowly, if you go to the upper side, like that of 8, 9, and 10, maybe the parents are not coming. Maybe that only one parent is coming. And those who are weak, so-called slow learners, in that case, parent don't come. Even after repeatedly calling them, they don't come. So this is, if you see, the ladder of gross neglect of children by the parents. Children are neglected by the parents at home, and parents think that they should be properly rewarded in school. How can it be possible? Because for a teacher, 25, 30 children are all equal. For us, there is no VIP. Everybody is treated as equal. And not only this, if you see for competency of a language and to be on lower side, like in the nursery KG, how the child used to sit, how you hold the pencil, which angle the pencil is there on the paper, how much deep he is doing, how he is behaving with the other children. Like so many parameters you are judging to the child. And if you are correcting him and he is going to home and is complaining to his parents that sir, आज तो पापा, आज तो मम्मी, आज तो मैडम ने ना मुझे डांट दी. So the next day, madam will come. उनकी मम्मी आ जाएगी मैडम से मिलने के लिए. Now, why you have said this thing to my child? So I fully agree with this, that the mindset of the parents should be changed from a rigid one to growth mindset. This is very good. Now come to second. Second point, Nilima Srivastav. Nilima, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am there.
Please.
Sir, this is the main thing is with the parents only. Children are very like we can mold them in primary school and they can be convinced also very much. But sometimes it's the same thing what Charu ma'am brought कि पेरेंट्स का जो माइंडसेट है वो बच्चों पर थोपते हैं इवन क्लास में भी इंटरफेयर करना चाहते हैं कि इसी के साथ बैठेगा या यहीं बैठेगा जबकि टीचर को सब कुछ बैलेंस करना होता है क्लास को मैनेज करना होता है तो उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें सर कवर हो जाती हैं
This I have said you that for them the child is VIP. For you, everybody is VIP.
yes sir.
So that makes the difference.
Yes sir.
So I have also, it's a praise. I have also seen the parents are saying कि हमारे से तो एक बच्चा कंट्रोल नहीं होता, यहाँ 25-30 बच्चे मैडम कैसे कंट्रोल करती है मेरे समझ में नहीं आता. So it happens. Any other point, Srivastava madam?
Well, I'm
No?
new to this thing, sir. I'm learning, not faced much as a coordinator. But as a teacher, the main challenges come from parents only and few of the single child where they don't want to share the things. They have that mindset which I have observed as a teacher.
Okay.
That is one
Maladev,
thing I have
any
noticed as a
other
teacher.
thing you want to tell?
Yes, sir. I'm not getting you.
Any other thing you want to tell?
Not
Any
much
more you want to add?
experience as a coordinator, sir. I'm very much new to this thing.
Okay.
Thank you,
Maladev, Madam Maladev. Mala, কোথায়? Chalo. Dipali,
Sir, I would like to say something. Rupam here.
बोलिए Rupam Rai ji.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Sharma sir, and good evening all the dignitaries here. I being a coordinator, I face two issues that recently the issues also became quite vehement. I just wanted to share with everybody if I get some solution to that. The first one is that out of the total number of teachers in the school, 10 to 12% teachers sometimes becomes new. Year-wise, some kuch log job chhod dete hain and the new teachers come. So the speed of the work that we do, right from CBSE works to regular school curricular and academic works that we do, and the speed and the pace we maintain with the teachers, the target of the work we give, and the constantly we monitor them. So with this flow of the new teachers who join the session, if in the every session, we find somewhere the works are getting slower because of them. So senior teachers are there, semi-senior teachers are there, and junior teachers are there who are younger and new aspirants join to the job. तो काम के स्पीड हम लोग प्रॉपरली मेंटेन नहीं कर पा रहे क्योंकि वर्क्स वी आर गिविंग टू ऑल द वेरिएबल टीचर्स एज पर देयर पोटेंशियल्स तो कभी कभी वो स्पीड वगैरह मेंटेन नहीं हो पाता है with the new teachers. The new teachers we find sometimes they are not as serious as the earlier one because they are experienced, so they know how to deal with it. This is, sir, my one issue that I'm facing now. And second one, as you were telling about the reluctance of the parents, we do find it in the senior secondary level a lot. Senior secondary level, there are in arts, science, and commerce, there are some students who are little slow in learning. So we always take care of them, go near to them, check out their works, whether they are writing it properly, and maintaining their copies. We thoroughly get in touch with them always. but we do not find the same support from these slow learners, their parents. You know, when we call them up in PTM or some other times, they are also more reluctant than their own children. तो इन बच्चों के रिजल्ट्स को बढ़ाने में पेरेंट्स की भी थोड़ी थोड़ी नजरदारी, जो वी एक्सपेक्ट दे विल डू इन होम एंड गेट इन टच विद अस, वी आर नॉट गेटिंग फ्रॉम देम. तो ये थोड़ा हम लोगों को भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है स्लो लर्नर्स को लेके इन सीनियर सेकेंडरी लेवल से.
Well, any other who want to corroborate it or who want to add in this?
Hello, sir. Good
Yes.
evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I was some network issues was there, sir, so I couldn't answer
बताइए.
when you call my name. Actually, sir, this is also whatever Rupam sir has said, because we are from the same school, and yes, we go through this situation most of the time. The teachers, no, the senior teachers and the new joint teachers. So we cannot make them the new teachers as per with the senior teachers. And then that student issue, sir, that is also very much relevant, because most of the time we face this. Guardians are very much reluctant. Especially this is for the weak learners. We have seen those are the slow learners and the weak ones. Parents are very much reluctant. They are not ready to understand. So this is one of the things, sir.
Any other one who's having the same problem? Sutapa Mitra. Sutapa madam.
Yes, sir.
हाँ बताइए.
Sir, same problem, sir, because we are from same school.
Oh.
Same school, so we same problem. And sir, जो पहले जो points other madams ने बोले थे, that we are facing the big problems from the guardian side, parent side, that बच्चा हर समय बोलता है कि हाँ बच्चा तो घर में लिखता है लेकिन इधर क्यों नहीं लिखता है, हाँ सब आता है लेकिन एग्जाम में क्यों नहीं लिखता है. This problem also we are facing, so we are trying.
Okay. Anita madam. Anita Ranjan madam.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Sorry, sir, I have a bad throat, but I would like to take this. This is a challenge, sir, of course, yes, because each one, we have different set of learners and we have different set of teachers as well. So, ये problem, sir, हर school में है ही. But what I feel is, whenever a new teacher joins in, she should not be given the key responsibility areas the minute she joins in. There should be some senior teacher with that teacher. The new teacher should be joined and given a hands-on experience so that she learns in the process, and the senior teacher keeps guiding her. So a mentor with her would definitely make the processes not stop, but at least move on a pace. As far as the students are concerned, sir, I feel that regular communication with the parents is must, especially in the senior classes where the parents are not bothered. They leave the child and they feel that the child is not listening. So that regular communication is must between the dialogue between the parent and the teacher is must. And the school should insist, the school counselors should be roped in. And if need be, if a teacher feels that the child is a slow learner, as far as learning disorders are concerned, then the special educators should also be taken into consideration and given adequate help, maybe change of subject, maybe some kind of guidance that would help out. That's my take, sir, and that's how we are dealing in our school. So we generally feel that we're able to take care of these things.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you very much. You have made my job very easy. And this is the correct approach of this, because just think of your own time. When you came to the school for the first time, just think of your own time. Are you or were you so proficient as you are today? So please, all the young teachers who are coming to the school for the first time, they need your support. Maybe in the form of teacher, maybe in the form of coordinator. Of course, I understand one thing, and that is nobody has told me this thing till now, that the coordinators are overloaded.
Yes, sir.
Overloaded with many responsibilities are there. You have to manage a number of schedules, events, activities, staff, children, everything you have to manage. And suddenly there is a change. Suppose you
Yes,
have
sir.
a schedule for a particular day, and the day schedule is changed due to one or another way. Then also you have to arrange. So I feel that the task is overloaded,
Yes,
and
sir.
balancing of the task need, it is demanding actually. So
Yeah.
that is the major problem with major
Yeah,
challenge with the coordinators maybe of any school.
that they have to balance administrative duties with their, class duties, their teachers as well, and they have to
आपने कहाँ
manage so
बताया, ये
many
तो
things.
आपको आपने थोड़ा बताया है।
Also, sir, sometimes the communication gaps which are created between the parents, though we try to keep them informed about everything that is happening in school, still there are parents who would not know things, who would not know the schedules, when are the examinations beginning, when what message was sent. So this, I guess, is another area which needs to be addressed. How to make them, more involved and more engaged in their students' learning. Many a times parents come and tell कि अच्छा ये आपने भेजा था, हमें तो पता ही नहीं.
Good. So I want to tell Rupam Rai, Mala Dev, and all the teachers from Agartala that the problem in Agartala is different from the other schools. In Agartala, it is a mass migration of teachers. Teachers used to leave the school in masses every year because of their selection in state school or any other place, or because of their commitments. And I have seen that in other school, this problem is not there. So I will discuss this problem with the Agartala people separately, because it is another chapter. What time lagega? But it is one thing that is to be discussed.
Sir, another thing that you said. Hello, sir.
Anjay.
So that regarding the overloading of the coordinator, no, that how to manage the whole thing, sir. Suppose in a day, so many schedules are there, so many things to be done. Then the coordinators have their own classes, own works, like classwork, homework, project, note giving, everything. Apart from this, the other activities. So how to manage the whole thing, sir?
Technology.
Yeah, madam, sir, we are managing, but some easy way, like.
Sir, may I? Sir, may I?
Please, please.
Sir, in this scenario, because I too faced, because I was given certain responsibility in the middle of the sessions. So what I did is I made a duty charter, a duty rooster, where I have deputed duties to the different teachers and made them the coordinator or the in charges of that particular area, which has really solved a lot of my issues.
Okay.
Thank you, Ritu. Mala Dev.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what is the duty of principal?
Yes, sir.
What is the duty of principal?
Principal's duty, sir, to more than everything, as she is the institutional head, sir.
The duty of the principal is to manage the school.
Yeah.
And everyone knows she cannot manage the school single-handedly.
Yes, sir.
So what she does, she
So
used
yeah,
to say This is the HM, this is the vice principal, this is the academic head, this is this, this is this, this is this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Duties are distributed.
Yes, different committees are made and the in charges are made.
Yes. So take a lesson from this.
Yes, sir. We also follow the same thing. We have a committee, different committees are there, in charges are there.
If you are following the same thing, you should not worry about that, because
Okay, sir.
ultimately, your job is that the work should be done, and
Yes,
no coordinator can work unless and until he or she is believing in teamwork, collaboration, cooperation. It is very, very essential. Okay. So,
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
and fix your priorities. It is very essential. So I have discussed with you, number one is overload. Number two is fix up your priorities. You have a lot of work, I remember. I understand that, I appreciate also. A lot of work you have to do with the, as Anita was saying, that different set of learners are there, different set of teachers are there. And definitely different set of parents are there. They are not familiar with you. And what is you have to do is that you have to make your priorities, and you have to compete with your priorities. Now, what is do first, second, third, fourth? And unfortunately, priorities are also challenging. So that is number two, is that you have to compete your priorities. Do you understand what I am saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So fix up your priorities and work according to that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So next is Nilima Srivastava.
Sir, can I add something here?
Please,
Anita
please.
here, sir, this side.
Ah.
So when I picked up the role of a coordinator, then the headmistress, it was overwhelming because I was a class teacher also. So I used to have sleepless nights with the kind of work it is to come. But I found my own solutions. I started writing down. I started making my to-do list and prioritizing my work as finished on the next day itself, which can be taken 2 days or 3 days. That's how I started making my to-do list. And slowly, steadily, I realized that after making my to-do list, I has to tick, by end of the day, I has to tick that, okay, I've been able to do this. This is still pending, whether urgent or I can postpone it for tomorrow. And that's how I started feeling that my work was getting organized, and I became quite organized, and I've been able to manage my work. So I think it's important that each coordinator must make her to-do list and prioritize day wise, like which has to be completed in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, depending on the number of days assigned.
It is in fact, it is the first requirement of coordinator, that he should maintain his personal diary in this way and carry on the job. So thank you, Anita. Next is hey, Vivo 1906. Who is this Vivo 1906? You are not joining by your name, Vivo 1906. Chaliye. Shalini Moria, any other point that you want to add? Otherwise, I'll go on.
No, sir.
No. Pooja Sharma? Pooja Sharma? Pooja
No,
Sharma?
sir. No, sir.
Why no? You don't have any point to add. Very interesting. Chandrasekhar? चंद्रशेखर जी।
हाँ नमस्कार सर जी, नमस्कार।
हाँ बताइए।
हाँ सर, ज्यादा कुछ तो मुझे नहीं कहना है। सर मैं ठीक से समझ नहीं पाया सर।
भैया इसमें कोई और पॉइंट आप ऐड करना चाहते हैं? कोऑर्डिनेटर को तो बहुत सारे काम होते हैं, आपको इसमें पॉइंट ऐड करना चाहेंगे?
जी नहीं सर।
अच्छा
जी।
कामिनी मैडम, कामिनी।
Sir, namaskar, sir.
नमस्कार।
Sir, at this, the ma'am rightly said that when you make the to-do list and when we have the correct approach that what is urgent and which things we need to prioritize them. So that is a better suggestion and better way to handle our work. So one thing what I am facing that sometimes the parents they share our numbers with the tuition teachers. So it becomes a big problem for us because anytime they call us, whether we are in school or at home, so how to handle that thing, sir?
Your voice is broken. I couldn't understand what you are saying actually.
So I'm saying that sometimes the parents they share our numbers with the tuition teachers.
Okay.
So the tuition teachers they call us any moment, right? Whether we are in the school or we are at home, right, sir? My question is on how to handle these things.
From which school you are?
Sir, I'm from Pratapnagar branch.
Pratapnagar?
Yes, sir.
So I want to make it very clear to you that tuition teacher has no right to call you. Number one, we are answerable to the parents. We are not answerable to tuition teacher. These tuition teachers are those teachers who are not recruited in the regular system and they become boss in the private system. We please don't entertain them and say your principal and vice principal also that tuition teacher, coaching teacher should not be entertained in any way. Because it is a big problem. They don't know so many things, but they pretend to know everything because they used to get money from the parents, so they can go to any extent in front of the parents.
Very right, sir.
So don't allow that. Whenever the principal used to have a talk with me, I always say that only allow parents, mother and father. Don't allow anybody. How can we allow, tuition teacher or advocate or anything in the school on behalf of the parents? They are coming and they are asking. So I'll request your principal to look after the matter. It is very serious concern because we are not answerable to tuition teachers. Tuition teacher is a big problem, not only for the school, it is a big problem for the society also. See that the scam which is happening, it is because of the tuition teachers only. So I don't prefer that tuition teachers should be brought in the system. Anyhow, any other?
Sir, I want to add to this point of yours. Sir, you have very rightly said, and yes, we should not and never entertain any external source apart from the parent, which is related to the child, rightly said. But, sir, I have faced many parents where, the fathers are outstationed worked and mothers are taking care, but mothers are not so qualified, even in the primary classes, right? So what they are doing, what we are doing is, what I have done is, like one of the parents, she is not educated and she is not able to understand the kind of work and things which we are posting them in the group or we are telling them, you know. So in that case, if they share the helper teacher's number at home or a tutor teacher, then in that scenario, I request that parent to bring that teacher to the PTM along with her, and in her presence, things are discussed. This could be done because if the parent herself is not able to understand what the teacher wanted to say, who wanted to communicate for the betterment of the children, then it is again a challenging work, sir. So we need to help to the parent at this point as well. Definitely, we should not share our number with the tuition teacher. You are aptly right on that. We should not entertain them directly. But yes, we do call them separately. We make a record of that meeting. We have an anecdotal record of that meeting so that it can be, we should pen down things like, and should take signatures also that this has been done in front of the parent. It can be
Both cases are
documented.
different actually.
Yes.
So any other you want to add in this? This problem was raised by Kamini.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kamini, thank you. It's a very valid point, and we'll see that in our conference we'll take up this matter. Tutors. Any other? Satakshi Sharma, any other thing you want to add? Namaskar.
Sir, apart from this, not as a challenge exactly, but yes, the adolescent age. Senior secondary students, if we talk about today's adolescent age, lot of issues are there. So teaching comes later, and there are a lot of issues that we have to deal with as far as their age is concerned. Their uh, attention span has become very low, and they have become very good manipulators. So at times, actually, we feel that we have to satisfy the parents or the students, or like managing the workload that we have been given. So it becomes at times a little difficult. So if somebody like could suggest, or we can talk about it, the um, lot of issues, if I talk of about adolescent age, for example, the internet has overpowered them, the opposite gender attraction, they don't want to study. See, it is not that about how you're teaching, but if they have closed all the windows and all the gates, or they are not receptive at all. Like when you're teaching, you would feel that they are not listening to you. So I want to discuss this as a point. If somebody else is also facing this problem, how you may, we at times plan our classes very creative, with a lot of creativity also, and we have a lot of things in our mind, but then at the end of the day you feel, especially my subject English, they take it for granted, and they don't want to study at times. So if somebody wants to like discuss on this, so not as a challenge, but yes, this becomes a problem at times. So then it is a problem again with parents also. Parents, PTM discussions are all about like how to handle the student, not academically only, but then how he is behaving, the tantrums that they throw, and the especially the opposite gender attraction and board classes, and lot of things get muddled up. And with the load of work that we are being given, at times I find it a little difficult to handle.
Okay. So you are from here. What's your name?
Satakshi.
Satakshi, you have raised a very valid point. And I'll start it from the lower class. If you see in the primary class, yesterday, the madam was saying something about SEL, social emotional learning. And I have told one thing there also, probably you remember, that in the primary classes, 4 or 5 classes, the puberty has come down. So the girls, especially in those classes, have all the secondary sexual characters. They look very grown up, only physically, but mentally they are of the same age. So it is a big problem. It is a big problem for the teachers, because supervision of them is really very, very big problem, especially when the primary children are there, secondary children are there, like so. In the secondary, as you are saying, the society setup is so open that everything is open. If you see TV ads, see the culture at home, I mean, you cannot isolate yourself from that. The behavior of the child depends on so many things. And nowadays, in every film, every second film, there's a boyfriend, girlfriend. So every boyfriend, every boy should have a girlfriend, every girl should have a boyfriend. If they are not having a friend, then there's something wrong with them. So these type of things can only be controlled by a very good education amalgamated with spiritual education and the moral education. Unfortunately, we are teaching our children English, Hindi, physics, chemistry, biology, but we are not teaching them how to live life. So it is whatever they are doing, it can be a short-term strategy, it can be a short-term happiness, but it is the long-term disasters for their life. So I personally feel that if you are teaching English, then first 3-4 minutes or 5 minutes, you can take any anecdote or any story before before starting your lesson, related to your lesson, which is giving a moral, or which is giving a value to your students, so that they should concentrate more. But again, it is you cannot say that one strategy will work. For this, multiple strategies are required. Sit some time and see what strategy will work with the type of children you are teaching. But this is a great problem. And the problem is multiplied, unfortunately, by our TV, by our films, by our nature of contacting with the foreign. Anything
Right, sir. Right,
you
sir.
want to
Thank
add?
you.
Vyasi, you want to add anything? No.
Sir, can I ask something?
Bilkul, bilkul. You are welcome.
Sir, one thing which we are looking nowadays is schools are converting themselves into coaching hubs. They are talking with Alan, they are talking with different other coaching institutes, and they want, because of this, the pressure starts coming on the schools like Bhavans, which do not cater to this type of things in school. Now, my problem is we don't want to, our teachers are doing well. They're teaching well, they're giving 100% output. Even we have provided class 11th and 12th solutions like going home early. We have made their timetable in such a manner that first 6 periods, they'll have the teaching periods. And if they want to stay, they can stay. And we have 2 more periods. They could be recreational periods. We are even teaching them and giving them guidance on different other competitive exams. But the biggest problem near, if you know Pratapnagar vicinity, several schools are nearby. And they all have started doing the same thing. So this is the biggest issue which we are facing for not only for class 11th and 12th. It has started for class 6th onwards now. So what solution we can have for this?
Sharma sir, I would also like to add a little in that.
Please,
Ma'am
ये
said.
question किसका था? Who has raised this question, coaching?
Sir, Surbhi Saxena.
Surbhi?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा. हाँ जी, बताइए.
Sir, this issue is even present in our state also, in Bhavan Sadakala Kendra. What we find is that students from class 9 onwards up to class 12, they are joining these type of coaching centers like Alan, Akash, Byju's and all, and they are trying to skip their regular classes. They find that visiting these coaching centers during the school time is more beneficial to them than coming in the school and doing the regular classes here in the school. Now, out of suppose 500, 800 students allocated in a Allen or these coaching centers, 5, 10, 12 are doing good. But average result is not bad, and we are trying to make them understand this only, that if you are not coming to school, you will not be a part of what we are doing, how we are preparing question paper, how we want to come out successfully in every exam. The way we are planning, you are not a part of it if you are not coming to school regularly. But still we find students are more aligned and more focused to join those centers even in the school hours, and they're skipping school. And we are trying to pressurize them to keep their attendance, grow their attendance up. But we are struggling in this, sir. So I just, as madam raised this issue, I just wanted to add this one.
Any other who want to add anything?
Namaskar, sir. Even I would like to add something in this regard.
Okay.
Sir, sometimes I feel like the parents are also overprotective for their own children, that they have to join such kind of institute, whether they have the aptitude for the subject or not, but still they want the child to go over there and compete in such kind of competitive exams. Sometimes it just happens that in class 11, when the child has not been performing well, still they want to continue that in class 12, and then in the mid of 12 they say that now let's change the stream. Since CBSE gives this chance to those parents that they can change, that time they realize that let's go for a change. This issue happens that where the child is not able to focus on any of the stream. This is also one issue which has been faced.
Any other who want to add? Very relevant. This is very relevant question, very striking question, and very apt also.
So because this has started now for class 6, because Ellen and they have started opening their own schools where they are asking class 6 student to come and join, and we'll make you this and that, and whatever they are saying, it's okay. But being a Bhavan person from core, I don't thoroughly, I don't want this thing to happen in our schools. Then we'll just be teaching and we'll making ourselves teaching hub or coaching hubs only. Where would the culture and tradition which we want to teach, and these, like Satakshi ma'am said, adolescent problem, and we are discussing on such big issues which the coaching institutes will never discuss. How I just want to suggest you, sir, जैसे आप हमारी workshops लेते हैं, आप please parent workshops भी क्या हम कर सकते हैं?
That's a good suggestion, and we'll explore how can we help.
Right.
Any other who want to add? Otherwise, I'll explain. Have you seen the ads of Fitji, Ellen? Have you seen the ad? Especially after the result
Yes,
of this IIT results or came. At that time, they have said first position, third position, fourth position, fifth position belong to us. Have you seen any ad where school is showing that our children got first position, second position, third position?
No, sir.
So basically, ours are the main school, main system. They are the alternate system, and unfortunately, the alternate system has stolen the main system. somehow they are well ahead of us in publicity. That's why I always say principals in their conferences that please enjoy every moment of our life. Every moment of celebration should be there with those children who are performing well in any field. Otherwise, the time will come when we will be like coaching center and they will enjoy our position. Number one, that is what I see. The second thing is that because you are saying, so I'll share with you my own experience that when I was the principal long back, at that time the FDP was not so popular and these were not so popular, but they were gaining momentum, and the problem which is told by the Survey has started. So at that time, the one parent came and he was the parent of a topper student, class 10. So he has said, sir, आप अपने स्कूल का टाइम बदल दो. क्यों भैया, क्यों बदलते हैं टाइम स्कूल को? कि सर वो मॉर्निंग में ना, आपका टाइम मॉर्निंग में है तो कोचिंग मॉर्निंग में होती है और बच्चे को वहां जाना होता है. उनका सो व्हाट, कोचिंग वाले से कौन है वो टाइम बदल दे कि सर मैंने उसको 2 लाख दे दिए. मैंने कहा आपने 2 लाख दे दिए तो उससे चेंज कराओ, हमारे से कुछ चेंज करा रहे हो कि नहीं सर फिर मेरे बच्चों को निकालना पड़ेगा. मैंने कहा निकाल लो भैया. तो हालत ये थी, उस समय भी हालत ये थी कि the parents were not very much sure about our assurances. They were very sure that whatever assurances are given by FITG, it will be 100% correct. If the FITG man is saying that your child will be successful in IIT, then he will be successful. And everybody knows that 98% of these type of assurances are wrong, fake. What is the percentage of successful candidates in FITG or any other, Allen or whatever the coaching centers are there? If you see the percentage of successful candidates, then only you will see that what is their condition is. So as Surabhi has said, we'll conduct a program for the parents also. And we'll call some experts on this field so that they can tell them that it is the question of talent. And as Surabhi has also shown you about the power of AI. So it is actually power of AI. They are making their own question paper. I mean, using the old question papers, making one question paper which is very near to the question paper, or making the question bank. So many techniques they are using. So the time has come when we also have to modify our technique. We have to modify our efforts. And if we want to fight with this menace, then we should be better equipped with this. The first lesson they give in coaching center is that we are more qualified than your teachers. And whatever we are teaching is the final word. Whereas those teachers who are teaching there, how much qualified are they? Everybody knows. So I personally feel that it is the right time that we will do it in so many ways. The one of the ways that we will talk with the principals about this, because it is direct attack on our culture. And if the children are going, because of it is the loss of exchequer, loss of money. So the principal thinks number will be less, and this is the financial loss. So, I mean, modification. I have seen the school where children never come, their attendance is being given, and they are only paying fees. Because of fees, they are enrolled in that public school. I have seen many schools, and few of them are in Jaipur also. And if the coaching centers are opening their own schools now, It is because they know that we get good clientele.
Sir, actually the
Somehow,
mindset of the, sorry, I'm interrupting. Actually, the mindset of the parent has to be changed now. They have to be told that only NEET or going in JEE is not only the career options. There are several career options available, and looking into these menaces where NEET exam, paper leak and all these things have to be taken in front, upfront with these parents, and they have to be told आप गलत कर रहे हैं अपने बच्चे के साथ. This has to be told. They don't know other career options. They don't want to send their children into any other career option, which we have.
right, very rightly told by you. We have so many options, but the parents' mindset is about two. One is IIT, one is medical still. Unfortunately, in many of the cities,
Yes.
our schools are located in very good cities.
Yes.
And in all the cities, I have seen still that their mindset is only two, IIT and medical.
True, sir, true.
Maybe that if there is some change in the system, but whenever there is any change in the system, the so-called coaching center used to make their own strategy, and coaching center lobby is so, powerful that they don't allow to make the major change in the policy system. So for this, there should be, I personally feel that as you have said that there should be counseling of the parent, and it should start from the class 5, class 6, so that they should not take their children, and parents should be told the capabilities of the child and believe in your child. Don't believe in Fitji or Ellen or any so-called coaching center. Believe in your own child. Believe in the potential of your own child. And I have seen many children who were not getting any coaching from any these institute. When they are selected, these people are going, giving them 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, taking their photo and printing it, that this particular child has got this position and it is from our coaching center. See, there are many children whose photographs are there in different type of coaching centers, that he was the student of our coaching centers. So how can it be that a person can be attending so many centers? So the first is that this parents meeting. Second is that it should be changed in the teaching strategy, rather than overhauling of the teaching strategies. Because most of the time children feel it is of no use to come to the school. So that is also one of the things that they lose interest. So somehow it is a matter of grave concern. And thank you very much for, saying this, because it is really a matter that should be taken up by our higher authorities. Also, I'll inform this one that this is a major problem. It is happening in all the schools. It may be any school, anywhere. This problem is going to be, in the coming years, it can be, more grave.
Yes.
Very grave concern. So we'll take that. I'll also talk with many other people that what can we do to get rid of this major problem. So any other thing you want to say? This is very important one.
Sir, can anything be done, like it is mandatory for teachers to do 50 hours of training every year to upgrade them, right?
It is
Any
mandatory.
policy for parents as well कि उनको भी कुछ mandatory कर दे कि कुछ courses वो भी जो teacher education based हैं, जो उनका बच्चा पढ़ रहा है, कुछ sessions पेरेंटिंग टिप्स हो गए, क्योंकि सर बीइंग एजुकेटेड डजंट मीन दैट यू डोंट नीड टू अपग्रेड योरसेल्फ. सो एज पेरेंट्स
बोलिए बोलिए, प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
I want parents to also to do certain, certain workshop records they should also maintain and they should join, so that we also need to know कि हमने पेरेंट्स को ये बताया, कितने पेरेंट्स को हमने, ऑल्दो सर हम डॉक्यूमेंट्स भेजते हैं, सब कुछ भेजते हैं, पीटीएम्स में उनको सब कुछ बताते हैं, बट उसका फिर भी रिजल्ट उतना फ्रूटफुल नहीं आ रहा. क्वेश्चंस अभी भी रेज हो रहे हैं ना, देखो कहीं ना कहीं. तो व्हाई नॉट दीज पेरेंट्स आल्सो नीड टू made compulsory for the parents to attend the workshop, certain important workshops related to, change in the curriculum, activities, things like this.
I guess this will be very challenging to do that, because it is so difficult for us to make parents attend the regular parent teacher meets also. We have to give them personal calls at times to call them for the parent teacher meeting, and having this expectation, I guess, how would that be made possible?
I guess for this too, like when this national credit framework which is coming, where we are giving credit to the child when a child is studying a certain subject, there should be some credit points where the parent is attending the PTMs, they are coming for the PTAs, they are getting involved with us in the workshops. That has to be done. It has to come from that credit policy. If schools will do it, nobody will accept it. They'll not come. They'll not. But if it will come as from through the system, it will come. They have to do it. When they'll come to know कि नहीं मेरा बच्चा इससे कम रह जाएगा, if I'll not come, मेरा credit नहीं जाएगा तो मेरा बच्चे का कम रह जाएगा. So this is what has to be done. कुछ policies बहुत strictly parents के लिए आनी चाहिए sir, instead of just for the teachers and coordinators or the students. It should be for the parents also.
Sir, if you remember Dr. Anju Tandon, principal of our school, she has started with the mission parent-teacher partnership program for pre-primary, primary parents, right? Now, what we used to do in this is every Friday we choose a topic related to the parents' challenges dealing with their children, and we are taking those things. Now, what happened is, as we have taken it on every Friday, because after the school sometimes time is like this, after the school we are taking, or on Saturdays we are keeping, or things like this, but as it continued, the attendance of the parent has reduced. So I really agree to Surbi ma'am's statement that some policies should come from straight from the stakeholders, authorities for the parents. So those attendance, the shortage of those attendance, फिर वही बात teachers पे काम आ गया कि frame the things, make the PPTs, send it to the parents, those who have not attended, talk to them, call them. It has come totally on the shoulder of the teacher to guide. There is no problem in guiding the parents, sir, but because of the increase in the work policies and everything, we all are getting work. We are overloaded. We can say that we all are overloaded, and we are channelizing our works as well. So somehow, somewhere, parents need to understand, and we have to make policies. I truly agree with Surbi ma'am. Thank you. Hats off to you for this point. Thank you. Beautiful.
Actually, sir, आपने ये बोला ना कि पेरेंट बच्चे आंखों का तारा है, तो उस आंखों के तारे में ही कुछ करना पड़ेगा. जब हम उनके मार्क्स के लिए कुछ करेंगे, सी दे गो फॉर जेई, दे गो फॉर नीट, क्यों? उनको लगता है अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे, ये होगा. सर, जहां मार्क्स की जब बात आती है ना, तब पेरेंट्स अपने आप वो काम करेंगे जो हम चाहते हैं एक्चुअली. और ये कुछ समय अगर हो गया तो देन इट विल कीप ऑन गोइंग. एक बार होना जरूरी है. 5-6 साल भी हो गया फिर तो सर ये चलेगा. फिर पेरेंट्स अपने आप इनिशिएटिव लेंगे, पता कर. आज हमको उन्हें बताना पड़ता है पीटीए क्या होता है, एसएलएफसी क्या होता है. दे डोंट नो अबाउट इट, और फिर वो बाद में कहते हैं हमें नहीं बताया. यू डोंट कम टू अस, यू डोंट वांट टू नो. प्रॉब्लम इज दिस.
That is what even I was saying, sir, that communication gap which is there.
between the parent and between the school. When they will not turn up, how will we tell them things? So that's the struggle. That is our struggle actually.
So national credit framework. When I'm sure that this year it will be implemented. When credits are given, then only they will be this problem will be solved. Otherwise, the problem will take a long route. And I fully agree with this because the intensity is going to increase every year. So I think we have discussed many things. Any other facility left, you are most welcome. But one,
So,
two,
can I add a thing, sir? With holistic progress card coming in, there is assessment to be done by the parents of their own child as well. So if the parents are oriented well as far as the holistic progress card is concerned, I think the issue which we as teachers are facing regarding the parents' non-participation will be taken care of. So an orientation session for the parents for holistic progress card is must. Kind of a training session for them, how they will be assessing their own child. So that is where I think things would get falling in place.
Anita ji, I fully agree with you, but you know why CC is failed? Continuous and comprehensive evaluation, why it is failed? Why the government was forced to take it back?
So probably because everyone started filling it, the teachers were actually not assessing, even the parents were not actually assessing, and they were just filling the marks. It was
because
It's
you
totally
are right.
teacher oriented. It was totally teacher oriented. It has come totally on the teacher for every activity. I think this is one of the reasons.
Because if you see in class 10, there was a time when every child was getting 100 out of 100. Because of our own tactics, because of our own dishonest teachers, the policy was failed. Because of dishonesty of the parents, it is failed. Every parent wants, मेरे बच्चे को तो 100 में से 100 मिलने चाहिए. Or every school used to give full marks. Theory में number नहीं है, practical में number है. So the government has finally decided to scrap off this policy. It was a wonderful policy, wonderful, but failed badly because of non-cooperation and non-participation of good parents. Unfortunately, good teachers also. Some of the schools were given memorandums also from the CBSE on this, that their result is not up to the mark, but they were shown excellent. So anyhow, let us see what is happening, but we'll try our best that our school should do good. And whatever 2-3 things is, I have noted one about the coaching center and second about the parents. So we'll see that how can we go in these problems. It is although I was knowing it, but it is because it is coming from you, it is very good for me to go to our higher authorities to show them that these are the problems that we have faced in a meeting of the coordinators, and this is the problem, this is the solution.
Thank you for arranging the
Let us see, and I hope that it will be with the positive note that we should try our best to have this. Any other thing if you want to add, you are most welcome. It was a wonderful show, and thank you very much for the participating. I have tried my best that everybody should participate, but still the list is very long, and there are many who are left unattended. So I'm sorry for those who are left unattended, but let us hope that you might have enjoyed this talking. Anything if you want to ask, otherwise we'll come to the end. Thank you very much for the participation. I convey my thanks to all the resource persons who done wonderfully well, to my coordinator, Deepali Madan, who was instrumental in contacting all the resource persons and doing connections with all the teachers and with the computer instructor, Malik, who is working behind the screen, principals of all the schools, especially of Pratapnagar, because they are hosting it, Mrs. Ajeshri Sharma. So special thanks to her, and thanks to all of you who are with us, remain with us for this 3 days program. Thank you very much. God bless you. And we should come back to you with more such programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this very interactive and enriching session. And on behalf of all the educators, all the principals, coordinators, I would like to say that I feel they must be very happy that you have given them this voice. They could share their challenges, their experiences, discuss together. And this is how together we have made a very vibrant and supportive learning community. So thanks a lot, sir. So we'll conclude our today's session with Shanti Path. I guess this is the most fitting way to conclude any session. So which will bring a sense of calm and unity. So let us all recite the Shanti Path together. And attendance link is shared in the chat box. All are requested to kindly fill. Ruchima, over to you.
ॐ शान्तिरन्तरिक्ष शान्तिः पृथ्वी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधय शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवः शान्तिब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Dipali ma'am, you can continue.
Yes, sir. So before we all leave, may I request Srimati Satakshi Sharma ma'am to deliver a formal vote of thanks, some words of appreciation and acknowledgement. They are very essential as a vital part of our gathering for this, so that spirit of gratitude has to be there.
Yes,
Satakshi
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Namaskar. On behalf of everyone present here today, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to respected Dr. A.K. Sharma sir for initiating this idea of providing a platform where we could discuss and raise so many issues. It was really helpful and would surely help us to look for solutions and prepare ourselves better as coordinators. I thank all the resource people. Your insights have truly enriched our understanding on variety of topics that you touched.
And we are deeply appreciative of the depth of information and practical examples that you provided. Your ability to engage and inspire us have made this session not only informative, but also very enjoyable. I would also like to thank all the participants for their active involvement and enthusiasm throughout the workshop. Your questions and discussions have significantly contributed to the success of this event. Last but not the least, I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone involved in organizing this workshop. Your hard work behind the scenes have made this event run smoothly and effectively. Once again, thank you everyone for your dedication and for sharing your expertise with us. We look forward to applying the knowledge we have gained today and all the 3 days that we were together, and hope to have the opportunity to learn from you again in the future. Thank you all.
Thank you, Satakshi ma'am, and thank you everybody for your continued participation in these events. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.